Mr. Speaker, as we've all heard earlier here in the House and also in a CBC interview today, the Premier continues to demonstrate an unwillingness to accept that before his government recklessly axed the film tax credit, the Nova Scotia's film industry actually provided a net economic benefit to the province. And I'll table that, Mr. Speaker. Today, Screen Nova Scotia posted highlights of a new report prepared by PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the world's leading independent accounting firms, which concluded that Nova Scotia's screen industry, as it operated under the film tax credit, did in fact provide a clear economic benefit to the province. And I will also table that, Mr. Speaker.
Does the member have a question?
The study reports, Mr. Speaker,
Does the member have a question?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. As the study reports, the film industry did provide many jobs.
Order, please. We'll move into the supplementary time for the member for Truro, Bible Hill, Millbrook, Salmon River.
Question for the Premier is, what evidence can he provide that would suggest that he is in fact correct, while one of the world's leading independent accounting firms is wrong?
The Honourable Premier.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the honourable member for the question. I want to remind her, Mr. Speaker, there's a $10 million fund that is there that is 25% all-in spend grant, Mr. Speaker, to program to films that are in the province. That is a tremendous investment. I hope, Mr. Speaker, that her numbers she using, Mr. Speaker, are accurate. That means that $10 million was a good investment by this government. We're looking forward to seeing the return and the revenue on that $10 million, Mr. Speaker. We have to make choices, Mr. Speaker. We've invested $65 million back in the classrooms that she was a member of a government that cut out, Mr. Speaker. We've invested $44 million. We've invested $44 million, Mr. Speaker, in home care. We're going to do more, Mr. Speaker. When the Minister of Finance stands up, we're going to invest in child care, Mr. Speaker, in daycare and daycare workers, a thing that they ignored, Mr. Speaker, while in government, Mr. Speaker. It's a balance. We believe we're being fair to all Nova Scotians. At the same time, Mr. Speaker, youth employment is up, Mr. Speaker. Population is up, Mr. Speaker. And we're seeing the economy grow, Mr. Speaker, in a positive way.